Welcome to the video, guys, and this is Yokai, your host. There's quite a bit of news available for February of 2021. I know it's not over yet, but the 22nd is the last Monday of the month, and that's when I said I'd release these videos. So if there happens to be any updates in the last few days, I'll make a separate update video for February, and we can move on from there. Also, just so you know, as a quick side note, I'm not going to use all the pictures that were available in this video because it would have taken a little too long to download every single picture. So, let's get into the news, y'all. So starting up, we're going to go for Gunpla, and everything is going to be, the first, good amount is actually for SD Saikokuden. You probably saw this coming. They've been pushing a lot of SD stuff lately, so I figured this was going to be it. And just like last time, I don't want to butcher their names, so I'm just going to put pictures of their names on the screen. But we have Dazazabi coming out. He's 660 yen. He's actually out now. And he looks pretty good. Honestly, I enjoy his design. Dazazabi is always a good looking suit, in my opinion, so I'm happy, more than happy that he's coming out. Freedom Gundam is 880 yen. He's also out now. Again, he's looking really good. Freedom Gundam's my favorite, so I definitely would have to pick up this particular SD if I get a chance. Hopefully, I will now that I have a new job going on. Casatria is also out, 660 yen, and out now. Very nice looking. I've always liked the Casatria, but I really like the way it looks in this series. She's also a very interesting character in this show, and I can't wait to see what her role is in the next show. But we'll get to that later on, when we get the chance to watch it. The Sinanju and his custom and unique motorcycle is also available, 1,430 yen, also out now. They came out earlier this month. And that means they're available to purchase, and I think that that's really cool. I really enjoy the way his motorcycle looks, and of course, the Sinanju himself is just awesome, and he's like the best choice for like the villain of the show. The Double O Gundam and his unique custom motorcycle is also really cool. 1,100 yen, and it's also available now. It's been released. Looks really good in my opinion. I know a lot of people probably, don't really care too much about the SD stuff, but I like it. Next up, we got the Katsuki Gundam, 880 yen, also out now. It looks really cool. One of the cooler looking suits, obviously, from the Seed franchise, but this is the SD version in this different universe. Looks really good. I love the gold and red look he's got. I know, everyone has their own opinions on Seed and stuff, but you gotta admit, they had some badass looking suits. The Strike Rouge is also available, 660 yen, out now. Looking fly as ever, one of the best looking suits when it comes to a brighter pink or, pink color. Just really nice, but this, of course, is the SD from this particular universe, so it's, an actual character. She's really interesting. I haven't really seen too much of her in the show yet, but I think that's probably going to be because the show technically didn't truly end, which will play a role later on in the video. We also have the Strike Noir, 770 yen, also out. No, he's not out yet. He's out in February 27th, so it'll be a few days before he's available for purchase and to be shipped out to you, but he's, be available in a few days. Looks really nice, black and stuff, black and red and gold pieces. Always looks awesome. Nice looking suit. And then we have the Destiny Gundam, 1,100 yen, and will be available on the 27th of February again. So a few more days and that one will be available to you. Looks really nice. Personally, I can't wait for him to be released. And for everyone who hates SD, that's the end of this new segment for SD kits. These were all available in the very first post they made in February, so I had to go back pretty far for these. But some of them are available now. Some are going to take a little bit, but they all look really nice in my opinion. They're all relatively cheap, so they shouldn't cost you too much. And hopefully, if you do like SD, this news and information was valuable to you, and you actually are like excited and happy about it. I know I am, but that's just me. I love SD, believe it or not. I never thought I would, but I really do. I love the storylines and stuff, and characters, and I like the models. Obviously, I prefer the more realistic models from the other shows, but I do like SDs. All right, so moving on to some more news for Gunpla. So on the second post, they were talking about some more kits that were going to be released, and the first one is a full mechanics kit, the Calamity Gundam, 5,500 yen. Will be able to be purchased and shipped out on sometime in June. This is the one thing I hate about release dates when it comes to Gundam stuff is that they love to give you just the month and the year, but they never give you the actual date until it's like maybe a month away, and then they'll tell you when it's actually coming out, like the day included. I don't know why they do that, but unfortunately, that's what they told us. It's going to be in June. So if you're really interested in the Calamity Gundam Full Mechanics kit, you'll have to wait till then to get it. An RG Wing Gundam, 3,520 yen, will be available also in June. So that will be also coming out around that time. Oh, and I forgot to mention this earlier, but the yen price, of course, is going to include taxes in Japan. So keep in mind, you will pay a slightly different price. It may be a little less, maybe a little more when it's available over here for purchase. Just remember, over there, these yen prices include taxes. It won't be like that over here. So just keep that in mind whenever you got to purchase these. And then you'll have the high grade Gundam Death Scythe, 1,650 yen, will be available in May. Again, same thing. Don't know the actual day is coming out, but hey, at least we have the month and the year. Obviously, it's coming out this year, but yeah, it's just without a legitimate day to know when they're coming out, it kind of sucks. But if you're interested in any of those, just know that they're coming. And the third post for Gunpla in February gave us some more news. Apparently, they are releasing a different. Like, I thought they already released it, but apparently a different variant or version of the entry grade RX 78 2 Gundam is coming out. He'll be 770 yen, and he'll be out in May of 2021. They did say on the post that he includes the shield and the rifle, so I'm guessing the original release excluded those. They said it was the light version or something like that. I don't know, but that's what it said. So if you're interested in getting yourself an entry grade that has the weapons, he'll be out in May of this year. So there you go. Moving on to the next post. So, in the fourth post, we are going back to a limited edition sale type thing that was going on the 5th of this month. Gundam Base Tokyo, of course, and Gundam Base Fukuoka. I think that's how you say it. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. It's probably not right. I'm sorry if I butchered it. I don't really speak Japanese that well at all. So I think that's what it is, but hey, I could be wrong. But in that post was the real grade Crossbone Gundam X1, and is the clear color, will be 2,750 yen, and is also out now. A RG Impulse Gundam Titanium Finish, 7,150 yen, is also out now. and they both look really good in my opinion. But not necessarily the one I'd go after, which for me would be the RG Strike Rouge Grand Slam equipped type, 3,300 yen out now. Now remember, all of these are like limited edition items, so those prices are the prices that they're supposed to be in Japan starting off. But now that the sale's probably over and that they're out on the market now, secondhand will probably be the best way for a lot of Americans to get it, and it's going to be super pricey. So those prices are definitely going to vary. So if you are thinking you're only going to pay like $33 or whatever for that Strike Rouge Grand Slam one, you're probably mistaken. So even if it's one of the cheapest ones, well, it's not the cheapest one. That'd be the Crossbone, but it's still relatively cheap for a real grade limited edition version. What makes it more expensive is its rarity, so that's what's going to make it go up in price over time. So if you want it, I suggest you get it now. That goes for any limited edition kit. Moving on to anime news. That's all for the Gunpla stuff in February of 2021, at least for now. Again, if more news comes out later on this month, I will make an update for this video. So for anime news, it's very light. There really isn't a whole lot, which kind of sucks, but the little bit of news we did get is actually really good. At least for people like me who like SD. So SD Saikokuden is going to continue on with episode 8. So originally, this was the show that was released in 2019, but they didn't finish it due to the coof coming out and, ruining everything. So they had to put it on hold, which means they didn't finish the show yet, and now they're already working on the next series, which is the Heroes show. And that means that they technically haven't finished this one yet, so I wonder how that's going to work out, because this show will start being available for stream on March 18th, 7 p.m., and that's Japan time. That's what it said in parentheses. And will be available on Gundam Info's YouTube channel and Crunchyroll for streaming purposes. And that's all great and dandy, but I wonder how they're going to work that in, because that's March, and that's only the third month. And then you're going to have in April your next show that's supposed to take place after Saikokuden come out, and they're both probably going to be airing around the same time. And I'm sure Saikokuden is going to be a 13 episode series, or at least 12. So that's probably not going to give you enough time, for the other show. They're both going to be running eventually at the same time, which is going to confuse a lot of people, especially if they don't know much about the franchise. They're going to think that they're the same series, and it's going to throw them off. But that's the only anime news that we have for this month. Again, if anything new comes out, I'll make an update video. But I just like to know why they would make it so close together. It's just kind of weird. I figured they would have started doing the Saikokuden series again back in January or December or something of last year, but they never did. Just kind of odd in my opinion. But hey, they know they're doing more than I do. They're the ones making it, so what do I know? But that's it for anime, and we're going to move on to video game news. So for the video game section of the news segment, unfortunately, I couldn't find any post that was a video game related news topic for this month. All the topics were for January, and that's it. And that kind of sucks, but that's sometimes how it is for video games. You don't always have the full scoop of what they're doing. So if they are doing anything, they haven't released it to the public yet. And that's really it. So, that's all I can tell you. So that's it for all the news of this month. And if you want more information on anything I talked about here for this video, or if you want to see all of the pictures that are available on the site, I'm going to put the link in the description down below. And thank you for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Comment down below on anything you want to say. And hit the, share the video with a friend of yours if you know they like Gundam. And I appreciate it. Now, that's pretty much it. That's going to be it for this video, I do believe. Yeah, that's all I have written down. So, appreciate it, everybody. This is Yokai. I'm your host, and I'm out of here. Thank you for visiting, and good night.